Hey everybody, it's Patricia and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to go through what I have crocheted lately. I will admit I haven't crocheted as much. I had company the week before Mother's Day and I didn't crochet at all. So I'm not sure when I last put this up, if it was 2 or 3 weeks ago that I put up a show you what I crocheted, but this is what I have crocheted since then. But I did take almost an entire week off from crochet. So they're all purchased patterns in one way or another except for one. I have one free one. So the first free one I have is this little snail. Is that not the cutest thing? I put the names of the pattern designer. It's listed right here, and then I will put a link in the description where you can go find these patterns. This is free on Instagram. This is, and I cannot say her name, it's in French, Les Mal du Rocher. I don't know if I'm saying that right, because my Spanish wants me to put the 2 L's together. I'm not great with other languages. I'm just being honest here. But, yeah, I have done, last time I did a pig pattern with her, and I think before that I did the cutest crab that I absolutely love. And then I've done the snail. And the snail turned out really cute. I might make more snails. That might be something I make more of. But it's cute. Turned out really cute. I will have this for sale. I'm not sure if I'll link it in my Etsy or just save it for a market. But one way or the other. Now, the rest of these are paid patterns. Let me go into my Instagram real quick. Not my Instagram, my Etsy. And so I can give you pricing and things like that. And my dog is snoring. I'm so sorry. So sorry. Okay. First we'll go with this one. This is the name. Let me open it up. The person who designed the pattern, it's called Planet Pew Patterns, P-I-U, Planet Pew Patterns. Like I said, I'll have a link down below. This pattern, wait, that's in euros. I'm not sure what I paid. I didn't pay euro. $5.82 is what I paid for this pattern. Does it actually have a name for the pattern? I don't. It says Ollie the Diver. This is Ollie the Diver. I'm into this summer stuff right now. What attracted me was these the snorkel fins and the snorkel mask. The mask was the most difficult part of this pattern. I had the hardest time figuring it out, and using black yarn doesn't help because it's hard to see your stitches. But that's why it's kind of janky looking. I had a really hard time with this snorkel mask. It does come off. And I think I needed to make, I put this piece over too far when it needed to be more in the middle and then be up a little higher. I don't know if I'm going to remake this though. I do want to remake the mask maybe bigger to fit on other, I don't want to call these plushies. That's what my son calls stuffed animals. Stuffies. Some people call them stuffies. Amigurumi. I'd like to make these for other amigurumi. And I might do that. I might work on that separate, try to get that down. But this is what it looks like without the mask. It's very plain. The legs are just sewn on. I'm not too thrilled. It's a very, very simple. This is simple. This is more simple than I prefer. I do like the snorkel fins, and I will incorporate them into a different amigurumi. I don't think I would make this again. If you're looking for a really simple pattern, he's made to sit, by the way. His legs go to where he sits. It is simple. Easy to make. This is a pain to make, but there we go. I will sell him maybe, I don't know, I don't like the mask, but the rest of him is okay. I may sell him, I may give him away. He was definitely a learning experience, but I will not be making this pattern again. I might make the snorkel again. I'm trying to make that bigger. It's a good size. I just have to make the band larger around, but yeah, I mean, he's okay. He's okay. He might just live with me, and because you know how I like tropical things, he might just live with me. I don't know. We'll see. The next three things I absolutely love. Next, let me go. This guy, let me find his pattern. I know I bought him a while back. Here he is. Straw Animal Design. I love her items. Those of you who love my goose I made, where? Always losing hats. I made the frog. This frog, the pattern was $8.22 for me. It's showing me some other there we go. It's $8.13 right now, so it's a savings. He comes with a beret. He comes with another hat too, I think. Wait, don't quote me on that. Maybe not. No, he just comes with a beret. He also comes with a bag. I didn't make a bag, or you know, the pattern to make a bag. I didn't make him a bag. I could. He is not the easiest to make. These feet, I suffered making these feet and these hands. I had to, the pattern to me, I was having a hard time understanding what she was wanting me to do to make these feet. I finally figured it out. It was not easy. Therefore, this is a hard pattern to make. Just for that. And then also, my stitch count was off. And somehow, because my stitch count was off, instead of where it's supposed to get bigger in the middle, it's crooked. So I always have crooked heads. I don't know why that is. But yeah, this one will stay with me because I can just pick out too many faults. His head is turned. I would like to make him again. I will make him again with the head, you know, with the mouth in the right spot. And then when I was picking out colors for this, I never make my amigurumi the colors. Rarely do I make them the colors that the pattern calls for. I make them with what I've got and what just suits my fancy. So I'm looking at this pattern, and it's for a frog with a beret, which I need to attach so we don't lose it. Same way with that goose. The goose's hat was too small. The frog's beret seems to be too big. But anyway, and then I put his eyes, I think, should have been, it doesn't matter. Here we go. They're where they should be, but with a crooked head, it's just not fitting correctly. Anyway, there we go. When I was picking out the colors, I'm like, oh, he's got a beret. Raspberry beret. The kind you find in a secondhand store. That way, you know, it doesn't fit right. This is Prince, everybody. Prince with his raspberry beret. Yep. I have gone on a tangent. So you've met Prince. Next, my next in line that I think I really like. We'll put Prince down. I will make more of Prince. This next one came from a book I recently purchased. The Wonderful World of Amigurumi. And in this book, when I was going through it, I saw this pattern. And I'm like, oh my God, I know exactly. I've got to do the fox. Because of the shirt, right? So I'm thinking, okay, I got to do this fox. Going to make the fox. But I know how I'm going to do it. Because, here's my fox. He is wearing the white puffy shirt that Mr. Darcy wears in Pride and Prejudice. This is Mr. Darcy, the fox, because Colin Firth, that's my Mr. Darcy is Colin Firth. Colin Firth is a fox in his foxy shirt from Pride and Prejudice. So, hello, Mr. Darcy. This is Mr. Darcy. Oh, I love it. I love it. I'm not a fan of this tail. I mean, it is what it is. This is how it's supposed to look. It just, to me, it's not where it's made where he can stand up. It's not, it tapers back down, so, and I know it needs to. It's a fox. It's supposed to show that it's bushy on the end. But it won't hold him up, you know. It's just attached right here. And if I try to put him on a shelf, he's not going on a shelf with that tail. He's not going, maybe sit down. Not really. He's not made to sit down. So that's my problems with this fox. But I love him. My Mr. Darcy. There we go. So, there's Mr. Darcy. Now, my last one. This is the favorite thing I have ever made. And it is from a pattern I purchased on Etsy. And here it is. How much did I pay for this pattern? I paid $3.47 for this pattern. This pattern comes with 2 different hats. Man, every time I hit it, it shows me the patterns in a different, what do you call it, denomination, money-wise. In Australia, this pattern is $17, Australian dollars. Anyway, I don't know why it's doing that. But, here we go. They call this Swimmer Doll. This is by Proficiency Design. I'm probably butchering that. Proficiency Design. That was even worse. It is in, all of these are in US terms, by the way. Because if you don't know, those of you who are watching me because of my beauty channel, patterns are either written in US terms or in UK terms, and they are different. They want you to do the same thing, they just call them different things. And once you learn, okay, in US that this means that, then you can use any pattern. It's just, it's a pain, especially if you're just learning. So anyway, yeah, what did I say I paid for him? He's on sale right now for $5.93. I paid less than that. I must have had a really good deal on him. Anyway, I would like for you to meet, they call him Swimmer Doll, Crochet Man. I call him Rupert. Do you see my Rupert? Rupert has a swim ring, and the swim ring comes off. His swim ring. Here's Rupert. He's got a hat. He can have a bucket hat, or he can have like a knitted cap that just fits right on his head. Rupert's bald. He's balding. But when I was crocheting Rupert, it came to me. He told me his, whoops. That's crazy. We went blurry. Rupert told me when I was crocheting him, he says, my name is Rupert. Rupert has some, in his arms, it's not heavy wire. I've got pipe cleaners to move it, just give him a little movement. But Rupert told me, he's like, you know what, I like pina coladas, so I made him one. This doesn't come with a pattern. I just kind of freestyled it. He says, I like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain. That's Rupert. This is Rupert. Rupert's not done yet because I haven't sewed his head on. So his head needs to be sewed on. But this is like the Freddie Mercury I made. You can then, even after I sew his head on, his head will turn. I like that. I like this style. And believe you me, I'm going to make more. Rupert's going to have friends. I'm going to make different color swimsuits. I'm going to make swimsuits that go all the way up with like a little sleeve on them. These sleeves, I don't know, that might be hard. Look how the arms are knitted or crocheted in. You crochet in the arms. I love that. The legs, he is all one piece except for his head. 2 pieces. The only thing I have to do is sew like his ears on, his hair on, his mustache. Everything else is all one piece. This is such a well-made pattern. Oh my gosh. I've been going through her other patterns like, do I need anything else? But yeah, this is Rupert. I love Rupert. I love his little bucket hat. I got some ideas for other hats. I love it. His, like I said, his pattern comes with 2 different hats and 2 different swim rings. You can get the ducky here, which I did, or you can get the ones like I'm making those coasters, you know, the red and white stripe, or whatever stripe you want to put on them, but with a little more detail. You can have either one. So you'll see more styles of Rupert. I'm going to do different kinds of Rupert, some with mustaches, some without, some with different hats, some with different swim rings, some with different colored swim trunks. But this is the original Rupert. I think the original Rupert's going to stay with me. He and I have got quite a relationship. Let me fix your hat, Rupert. There you go, with his pina colada. I'm very proud of myself. I had no pattern for that. Just from, I knew what combination of stitches does. I'm learning because I want to learn to make patterns. So I made him a little pina colada. There we go. So that's it. That's everything I have made recently. I really feel like I'm just getting more and more with this. My goal this week is to make things to sell. So I started last night. I'm doing assembly line style. I'm making those coasters that look like swim rings. I'm going to make several sets of those. My mother-in-law wants a set. I want some other colors. I've got the one. So I am assembly line doing coasters, and I'm going to sell them as sets of 4. And I'm going to have them in my Etsy shop. So I'm working on that right now. That's what I'm currently doing. I did buy another pattern for another guy who likes the beach. I don't know why. I'm drawn to this. So I will be crocheting that at some point. Hopefully maybe within the next time I come back I'll have another character for you. But I do want to make more of Rupert. I might make more of Mr. Darcy. But I mean, Mr. Darcy, come on. And then more prints. Maybe different ones with his raspberry beret. Oh my God. I've enjoyed making these so much. So much. There we go. That's everything. So I'm not wasting any more of your time. So guys, like I said, I will link everything down below if you want to go check out these patterns on Etsy. Mr. Darcy came out of this book. This is a new book by, what's her name? Cook K. Get her name right. Cook K. This is her new book. And he is in here. He's got a different name. Philippe the Fox. There we go. So yeah. Guys, thank y'all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, I would love it if you would subscribe. I've gotten some new subscribers and some crochet subscribers, so thank you so much. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Guys, I'd like some opinions. Do you think these would sell if I put them in an Etsy shop? Just, and if you've got any ideas. Because these things, the last 3 things I have crocheted has popped up. They've given me names and they've given me personalities. Like Rupert and Mr. Darcy and Prince. So, yeah, it's kind of exciting. So guys, thank y'all for watching. I'll see you next time.